Hey everybody, it's Aquila, and this is a Lefty Knitter podcast, episode 100! It's just another episode, I guess. I don't know. I didn't think long and hard about doing anything special, so maybe I'll think of something later in the week. I don't know. This is a podcast about knitting, spinning, crocheting, whatever crafty things that I'm getting into, and I post a video every week. It's vlog style. So on Saturdays, all my clips just lumped together. You know, fun times. Live in Baltimore, Maryland with my husband, my kid, and 3 cats. Yeah. Today is Monday, January 18th, 2021. So, if you've watched me before, thank you for coming back. If you're new to the channel, thank you for coming and checking me out. I appreciate all the comments, and I try to always comment back to everyone. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I have an Erlbacher Speedster machine. And first I'll show you the project that I made. Now, these are, I have a 64 stitch cylinder on my machine, which technically, if you're making a 64 stitch sock, it is not meant for a 5-year-old. But if you adjust the tension tight, not super tight because you don't want to like break your needles and or break your yarn or your machine. So that's what I did. I set my tension as tight as it would to crank this yarn, and for the top part, I even put on the heel spring, which makes the tension even tighter. So let me show you. So I have a 5-year-old. She wears a kid size 13. If you know kids' shoe sizes, which is confusing as all get out at first. I'm better now. I only have one little one. I didn't have Michaela when she was little, so I didn't get to do the shoe size thing when she was that young. I made just tube socks for my little one. And they look a little funky because she was wearing them all day yesterday. But you can tell what I want to show in these socks. So I do a hung hem, and you can see my tension at the top of both of these socks. I could just show one. The tension at the top, I hate to cover my mouth. Some people read lips and stuff. The tension up here is much tighter. I loosened the tension because it was way too tight. I ended up taking the heel spring off and clicking it one click looser, and then I cranked the rest of the sock. Now, this is the yarn that John had, this was his first acid dyed yarn. So here you go. I cranked these. She'll be able to wear them for a little while. I did the toe also on the machine. They're a little big for her. She's running around the house in just these. They're falling off her feet because they just are. There's no heel in them or anything. Obviously, I just told you that. But if she has socks, if she has shoes on with them, they'll be perfectly fine. But you can definitely tell when I loosened that tension up, it got bigger. See that? So I don't know if I'm actually gonna make her anymore on the machine. Because I messed with my tension so much that I went and I thought I was at the right tension to make a pair of socks for my mom, and I wasn't, and I cranked the rows that I normally crank with the yarn type, because some fingering weights are heavier than others, right? I mean, we know that. The sock ended up being like an inch longer than it should have been, and I cranked my normal amount of rows that I normally do. So I messed with the tension too much. I am not going to be doing that again. It has frustrated me. I mean, maybe in the future when I get better and figure out... I had even like taken a picture of where my tension was before I changed it to do hers, and I put it back to that, and it looked right. It obviously wasn't. I don't know. And then I even like changed the tension when I had waste yarn on it, trying to make it look like the other socks I've cranked before. It didn't. So I walked away from that yesterday after I cranked 2 socks, because I adjusted the tension after the first one, cranked the second one, thought I had my tension better, and it ended up being even longer. How does that happen? I don't know. Drinking out of my Bowie cat mug. Although, if they were gonna do this right, Bowie had, what's that condition called? What's the thing when you have two different color eyes? Tryptus something? My husband's trying to answer. Okay, Bowie had two different color eyes. This cat should have had two different color eyes. But I guess to save on printing costs, they only had to use 3 colors. What is it? Heterochromia iridium. That's probably still not pronounced right. Oh, heterochromia, he says now. I'm just having coffee. I'm drinking instant coffee. I know, shame on me. Hubby doesn't clean the coffee machine well, so I refuse to use it. And I don't use it enough that I should have to be the one that cleans it all the time. Just saying. Alright, let's get on with the show. I decided I was going to use the Manic Panic colorway that John dyed and make a hat for our friend. Well, I started making the photographer hat, and I haven't ripped it out because I want to show you. Not the photographer. The sockhead slouchhead hat, which is a single strand of fingering. And you can see how it's knitting up. And it's beautiful. I just feel like, I don't know, I have one of these, and I do wear it when it's like a cool day. But, I don't know, I feel like I want to make her an actual like winter hat. So I'm going to do the photographer hat, which is it's a DK. But I'm going to hold this double, which I've done many times before, and it works perfect. So it's going to definitely give a whole nother look once I knit it up double. Here's the cake. So it's going to look different when I knit it up double, and I'll show you guys that when I get to it. I'm going to rip that out today. The only other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to try some more art yarns on my wheel. I'm just in this place where I'm not really casting on a whole lot like things. I just want to like play and attempt things, like learn things. So I've watched a few videos on core spinning, and I've watched a few videos on making beehives and coils, so I'm going to attempt that. While I was at Walmart today, I bought some of the Lydia, oh gosh, I just dropped my thread inside of this. I bought some of this Red Heart crochet thread. Oh my gosh. There we go. And it's cotton, 100% cotton. I'm going to use this as my core. I was trying to think of the fibers I had at home that I was going to core over this, and I think I wanted this over, I mean, you could use any color, right? You could use like hot pink and have a hot pink core with like a white slubby yarn. It'd be fun. So I bought black because I think that would go with more of the fiber that I have in my stash. And I have some alpaca that Carrie had given me, and I'm not quite sure I'm actually going to spin that for a project. So I think I'm going to play with that. And then I bought this silver thread to go with it. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'll show you guys. When I bring the fiber, I'll do another, when I get my fiber out, I'll do another little video and show you before I actually start spinning it. Or take a picture of it and then I can insert it. I don't know. I already went to Walmart this morning. I needed cat litter. Those 50-pound bags are really heavy. I had to get John to get it out of my car. They have girls' summer clothes already. Last year with the pandemic, I could not find shorts for my little one. It was terrible. I was randomly finding like pairs in her size when I would go to the store, which I wasn't going very often, and I did find some when I purchased some stuff online to be shipped because I didn't want to go to a store. But they had some, so I bought like 3 pair because I think she'll still be able to fit a few pair from last year. But I bought them because, gosh, if they run out again this year, because it's only going to get worse again, until everybody's, I don't know, listening. I bought them. I panic bought some. Is that terrible? Is that how is that how moms think? Like, I don't know. I also bought a clearance sweatshirt for her, which was really, really soft, but I bought it for next year's size because she'll only get like a little wear out of it this year, and then she'll get to wear it like next year, the whole season. Oh, that's the way my brain thinks. I'm assuming other mom brains work the same way. All right, let's get to work on some stuff. Okay, everyone. I kind of got tension back on my machine, but not really, because one sock I did, these are from my mom. My mom already knows this. Normally I do her foot 90 rows. This one was done with 65 rows to get the 9 inches that I need. And then this one was done with 70 rows to get the foot that I need. And I normally do 90. So my tension was set really high. I've loosened it up, but I can do my toes and heels so much better. Sorry, probably a work call. They don't realize we're closed. I can do my heels and toes much easier with the tension not set so high, like, because my stitches don't ride up. I guess if you don't have a machine, it's kind of hard to explain it. Sorry. Okay, so now they're leaving voicemails. I'm not checking them. But the toe will be the same, and I did crank the legs are the same, but whatever. And three-legged cat. Say hi, Luna. You want to say hi? Hi. Okay, so I got my spinning wheel up here. I dug through all of my fiber, and this is all alpaca. Well, not all of it. I shouldn't say all of it. So I have, this is baby alpaca. It's like a light tan. And then I have this baby alpaca, which is more of a chocolate brown. And then I found some blocks that I'm gonna try to incorporate. And I found some more, this is llama. So this might be its own thing. This is 8 ounces of llama. This is a lot of llama. So I don't know what I'm trying first. And now my cat's rolling on everything. Ridiculous. I did find this, so I might try making something like its own thing with this. And I found some Surrey alpaca. This is called Strawberry Fields. It was dyed. So this is going to be its own thing too, because I don't think I'm going to incorporate it. I want it to be its own thing. And yeah. Oh, and I have some white alpaca. So I might do a mix with these because they're all browns and neutral tones. These will be their own thing. So I'm not sure what I'm starting out with. Wish me luck. I'll show you guys. I'm not sure if I'm doing core spinning, the beehives, or what. I don't know. Eek. Okay, today is Wednesday and it's January 20th and it's Inauguration Day. I've watched it already on TV. It is very windy out today. They were talking about like snowflakes. You couldn't see them on the television, but they were there, so that was just crazy. I can't even imagine being out there without like a knitted hat on. Oh well. All right, I finished these socks for my mom. I showed you guys these, and I just hadn't Kitchenered the toe on them, but they're done. I'm waiting for, I did order large sock lockers. I'm waiting for those to come. So there you go. Those are the Patton's Croy Blue Stripe Drag. I love this colorway. I think it's really cool looking. I attempted to show my mom my knitting machine that day, and everything that could go wrong went wrong. It was like just a disaster. It was terrible. But I also wanted to show you that little bit of yarn that I spun up a little bit of art yarn. I have some coils and a little bit of beehives. So yeah, there we go. It's not very much yardage, and I made it way too big of a loop that it needed to be, so it's like really giant. I actually doubled that over, so there you go. Just in case you want to see it again. There you go. That really frozen ice blue is just my tie. I finally got a package that I knew was coming because Amy from Happy Little Yarn had told me she was sending something, and then it took forever, and she is just the sweetest. She sent a little package for Hayes, which she's not here to open, but I wanted to show you. Hayes is going to want to steal this. I'm going to tell you right now because she has one that she wears practically every night. Doesn't she wear her eye mask? Yeah. She's so funny. I love it. This awesome poof ball. Look how freaking pink that is. It reminds me of your Manic Panic color. It's really cool looking. Some socks with a dinosaur. Drinking tea. Well, or coffee. Whatever. And then she was sewing masks for a while. And a Rugrats mask. How cool is that? I have another 2 masks from Amy. This little tin that I can do whatever I want with, really. Some stitch markers, or you don't have to steal your Altoids tin now if you want. What?
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm recording.
I'm sure your viewers are very happy watching you talk to somebody that's
I'm not talking to you.
In the shadows. Like, am I a superhero?
No. And then, I've never tried David's tea ever. This is Candy Cane Crush. I've never tried their teas. Because you worked for Tivana, so we drank Tivana tea. We didn't drink anything else.
What did I get?
Nothing.
Oh.
And some yarn.
Right.
We can share the tea. Or you can wear a Rugrats mask. That would totally be awesome on your job sites. And look at this. I've never had stress knits yarn before either. Thank you for kicking the table. This is called Mountain Mama. And it's 80/20, 400 yards. And this color is really cool looking. I love green. Green is my favoriteest ever. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that the USPS was just really terrible about getting anything to anyone. So, yeah. That's all I got to show right now. I logged off for work, but I think I might log right back on because I have too much to do. So I'm not even going to take my lunch hour. I'll probably have like a 15-minute lunch or something today. It's just been crazy. Okay, I'm going to stop now. My hair is wet still and crazy and just, you get to see the real au natural. I just hate blow drying my hair every day. Do you hate putting heat to your hair every day? I know there's products you can use, but I don't know. I just let it dry naturally and I have like kind of a fuzzy wave. All right. So I've made progress on that Manic Panic photographer hat. So let's start off with that. That was a lot of rhyming. Sorry, we've been doing a lot of rhyming stuff with Hayes. So I think it just kind of goes into my vocabulary. So I am done the ribbing. I'm doing it 5 inches and 5 inches. So it's a free pattern, the photographer hat by Lavanya Patricella. I'm doing 5 inches of ribbing and then 5 inches of stockinette. I'm ready to start the stockinette. There's my cake. I just shove it inside the hat because it's easy. It looks really cool. This is the yarn John dyed. I probably said this, I think, in an earlier clip if I talked about this. I can't even remember what I've shown in the earlier videos. Okay. I've been, again, playing on my circular sock machine. I wanted to try the no-show tab socks or the tab no-show socks. I don't remember exactly what they call it. It is a free pattern on the CSM Supplies website, which is Jamie Mayfield's website for supplies for circular sock machines. It's free. You just go, put in your email, you put it in your cart, and you download it as a PDF. You definitely need to have basic knowledge of making socks before you can use this pattern, because it just says make a heel, make a deep heel using 4 extra stitches or whatever. So you have to have basic knowledge. I screwed up these socks, not terribly, but I learned some lessons and I learned some new skills. So let's just show you the socks first. These are scrappy because I was just playing around, but they're gonna end up being useful scrappy socks, which is fine. Can you see them? All right. The tabs look different on both socks. Let me talk about it. Okay, this is the correct way it should look, this tab. Now this sock, I ended up dropping a stitch in the tab part, picked it up while I was doing the folded cuff. So the fiddly part about these socks is you cast on your stitches, you do 10 rows, you then do a very short row, increase and decrease and increase, and then you do 10 more rows, then you do your hung hem. But because you have this little short row thing, you're having to make sure you put that downward pressure on those needles, like big time. And then you only do, like, after you hang that hem, you only do like 2 rows. I think it says do up to 5. I think in Jamie's video she did 1. So, and then you immediately start doing a heel. So you have some crazy weight distribution on your needles because these are all just straight rows, but after you do this and you hang it, it's still pretty much straight rows, but then you only have a little bit of fabric to go straight into a heel. And then you do your sock as normal. And you do however many rows or inches, and then you do your toe. So these fit really well. They also have a deeper heel, which I've never done. That's a new skill. So a deeper heel means you're going across more stitches. So instead of my cylinder 64, instead of me doing my heel across 32, it calls for you to do an even deeper heel. I only did 2 extra stitches on each side, so that's 32 plus 4, so 36. So they call for 4 on each side, I believe. So that would have been 40 row heel. So 40 stitches would be your heel, and then you only have 24 on the top of your foot. So I did not do that. So this heel is done correctly because I decreased and I increased the way you were supposed to. This one, I don't know. This was the first one I did too. So you do the hung hem, you decrease, which I did, but then I never increased and I went straight into in the round knitting, which is why you don't get such a tab on the back. Although I like the look of this. I like the look of that. So very interesting though, how much different. I have to see how they wear in like Converse or like shorty tennis shoe type socks. Like Vans or something. I have to see how that wears. But the rest of my sock is correct. So, and I wasn't sure if I'd have enough. I started because I was gonna match these. It was gonna be the rainbow yarn and then just blue. But I was afraid I didn't have enough rainbow yarn because I actually had to switch yarns like right before the heel, and that was scary because I was like, oh no. And so I just used this purpley sparkly yarn, and then these actually do match up perfectly, which is kind of insane with the blue, where the blue starts. I didn't count my rows, till I ran out of yarn, and then I started my blue. I love them. I think the scrappy socks are so much fun because honestly, I have enough other scraps for my blanket that I don't need like the mani-pedi scraps for my blanket. So putting them just randomly into some socks has been really cool. I need to take pictures of these, so I'm putting them back on the blockers. But they do match, like I was saying, they match up. I thought that was Oh, well now they don't look like they match up, but I don't have them on the blockers exactly right. Look how close they are. That's so funny. So, there you go. The not correct tab and the correct tab. I just have to wear them and see what feels better. And the D-peel is supposed to help keep it on your foot better. So I might end up liking a D-peel and do D-peels in all my socks. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna eat breakfast, have coffee, although I feel like I've already had coffee because I have like energy. And I'm gonna take some pictures for Instagram. All right, it's Saturday, and let's round up this video. Kim, I consider her a friend. She is a nod to mama, and I've talked about her bags before. She uses recycled fabric and upcycles that fabric, I should say, upcycles, into bags. So I got a package, and I got this little cute little pouch and a card, and in this was a few stitch markers that she had gotten from a club that or an advent I think she had gotten. They're actually progress keepers. So I'm going to put her shop name down below, a nod to mama, on Etsy. And then this person, I did follow them on Instagram, hook.my.loops. And she does yarn based on cat colors from like a rescue, I believe. And she donates a portion of that money to the shelter or wherever that is, and it's Roadtripsockyarn. So that's also an Etsy shop. I'll put that down below. But she has all kinds of stuff. So she has stitch markers, and so they're all cat themed, and they're super cute. So I'll just quickly show you. They're so cute. And this was so nice. So thank you so much. Look, this one is a cat donut. Focus.
I remember when I got you stitch markers.
John's being a brat. So they're super cute, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I am terrible at marking my progress on projects, but I threw one on the latest project that I have been working on, and I'm almost done that blanket. Almost done. I'm not going to show it. I'm just going to show it when I'm done. I am very far on that photographer hat with the Manic Panic yarn, and I put a progress keeper on it. Look. I am 9.5 inches. I need to do a 1/2 inch, and then I can do my decreases. It's super cute. It's super pretty. And that's all I have to show you knitting wise. I don't know what else I'm doing today. I just skeined up a bunch of yarn for John. So again, he will be doing another video this weekend for John Dyes yarn, or Johnny Bo Dyes. That's it. Johnny Bo Dyes. So he'll be doing something, and I just skeined up a bunch of yarn for him to be able to dye. So let me get him in here because I have a bone to pick with him. And I want to know people's opinions. All right, Johnny Bo here.
Hi. I was forced. I was in the middle of doing something.
You're getting ready to soak some hanks. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, I need to get them soaking so I can start making.
Understand.
Wake up Maggie.
Oh, that's what you're gonna call it?
Of course.
Okay. Okay. So, John was going to Walgreens last night.
I was.
And I asked him to pick up Reese cups. And I was like, get me the ones that are like the hearts, the same as the trees for Christmas, because Valentine's Day is coming. And he's like, okay.
Nowhere near Valentine's Day, by the way. I don't know
Yes,
what day
we
this
are.
is going to air.
It's like the 23rd. Valentine's Day is the 14th.
Sweet.
Less
so
than a month.
Half a month away.
Half a month.
Half a month away.
Okay. So he comes home, and he gives me this.
She asked for a Reese's heart. I don't know why this is newsworthy. Why are we putting this on the intergalactic web?
And then you were like, you threw this bag at me, and I was like, okay, well, at least this is better. And he threw a bag of these at me. But if anybody is a Reese's fan out there, there is a proportion of peanut butter to chocolate that just works. Even the cups aren't even that good. And don't buy the big cups, because, Jesus, that's just terrible. Which is what I assume these are.
Wait. Do we need to have a full-blown fight?
They're not terrible. Okay, they're not terrible.
The ones with the Reese's Pieces in them?
Well, that's a whole different animal.
That's a big cup with Reese's Pieces in it.
But that's a different animal.
And I will fight you for that. You're going to need to bleep that. I'm sorry, but we've made it through the presidency. We've made it through the election. We've never had a fight, but I will shout mean things at you over the Reese's Pieces big cup.
Okay.
Mom always taught me to pick my battles, and here it is.
Okay.
I want a divorce.
Okay. So, okay, the regular Reese cups taste fine, but the trees and the hearts and the eggs at Easter, they're like the best proportion size-wise. Like, these are a little bit small.
The eggs? The one with the Reese's Pieces in them?
No, not the Reese. I'm not talking about the ones with Reese Pieces at all.
The eggs have Reese's Pieces in them.
Not all of them. You can buy just the eggs, and it's like a 6-pack. You usually get like a flat 6-pack with like
I'm talking about the ones that look like the Cadbury cream eggs.
No, I like those, but I'm not talking about them at all. I'm talking about the flat ones. They're flat like this, but they're like the best proportion size-wise.
Can you please say ratio?
Ratio.
Like
of peanut butter to chocolate.
Propulsion.
Fight me.
I no need to. I've already filed paperwork for a divorce.
Comment down below.
Why?
Because I want to know. I want to know what people think.
Have you
There's
asked
going to be
a single question, or has this just been one long rant?
No, just comment about what we're talking about. Like, do you even like Reese peanut butter cups? Do you like the Reese peanut butter cups with the Reese Pieces? Do you prefer the ones that are like the shapes at all the holidays that are the best ratio?
Man, you're making me go down this rabbit hole, aren't you? So
what?
the traditional peanut butter cup has that little hard edge when you take the paper off.
It does.
And you don't get that with the hearts.
You don't.
Or the whatever
and you
Christmas
know what
trees.
I do? I eat all the chocolate around that first, because then I have a bigger proportion of peanut butter to the chocolate.
But doesn't that...
And the miniature cups are just not the same either.
No. Hey.
Hazel, what do you prefer? The giant ones or the little ones? Of course the giant. Go away. Because the kid will eat all the sugar.
Can we just agree that Reese's Pieces are better than all of it?
No. Although I love Reese's Pieces. I love them. Like, movie theater candy, Reese's Pieces and popcorn.
Snow caps. Movie theater candy?
Yeah,
snow caps.
Okay. Now that's why you're best friends with Maggie. Because she loves snow caps too. Or non-Perels or whatever.
Friends with Maggie.
Doesn't she love the non-Perels? Isn't that like her favorite thing?
I don't know.
You should know your sister better than me.
Does she like snow caps?
I think she likes maybe. I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen the girl eat. Like, she'll order food, and then she'll send it all back when she's done. Be like, okay. I had 3 bites. I'm good.
All right. We talked about candy. All right. Anything else? You need to go dye yarn.
Reese's Pieces. And...
Go on. Hazel, what's your favorite candy?
Squirrel Nut Zippers.
What's your favorite candy?
Mary Jane's.
Everyone.
Everyone candy? I've never heard of that kind.
No, every kind of candy.
Every kind of candy. Well, yeah. No, I don't want... Why are you using your baby spoon? Go away. Okay. We need to round this up. Go away. We're done. All right, so thanks for watching.
Boston Baked Beans are also a great movie theater
Bye.
Boston baked beans are disgusting.
candy. No.
Ew.
No.
Ew. And then What are the things you have in the cabinet that are like, ooh, they stick in your teeth and they're so gross?
Oh, sugar babies?
Yeah.
I just threw them away.
Thank God.
I got them
A while ago.
a long time ago because I was like, oh, they ain't had these in forever. And then I ate them once and I was like, I know why I haven't had these in forever.
Because they're terrible.
And then I just tucked them back into the cabinet for 2 years. And then I recently said, oh, these are still in here. I should, no, I remember that. And then I threw it away.
Yeah. Mm-mm. All right.
But see, we're not done with the movie theater candy because
I mean,
if I'm going to pay $26 for a bag of candy at the movie theater, like Twizzlers.
Twizzlers are, yeah, I love Twizzlers.
Not Red Vines. We learned that the hard way.
No, Red Vines.
The hard way. What are our
Shame
other
on you.
options?
Red
They always
Vines.
have like
and not black licorice either, because I hate the anise taste. I don't like the taste of anise seed.
Wait, did you just shit on black licorice?
I did. I know you like black licorice and black jelly beans, because I don't like that. I don't like the anise flavor. Anise.
So they always have like the Nestle Crunch Bunch or whatever.
They're gross too.
They're gross.
Don't like them. I don't like a Nestle Crunch.
It's been so long since we've been able to go to a movie theater. What else is there? There's
All you need is Reese's Pieces, M&Ms, and popcorn, and Twizzlers.
M&Ms. No,
I like them in my popcorn.
M&Ms are only okay in the peanut butter variety.
Or the peanut variety. I like
No,
them too.
I'm sorry, garbage. No, come on, you
I
take us
do
down
love
this.
the peanut butter M&Ms though. They're very good.
What else is there?
No. We gotta round this up
Butterfinger.
because
I've
this
never
is
been
this
a
is.
Butterfinger.
I love
messes your
Butterfingers.
teeth up
They
too
mess your
much.
teeth up, just like a Chick Stick. You had Chick Sticks.
Yeah.
They're the same thing, but without like peanut butter.
Yeah.
I mean, without chocolate. Bye.
My kid just stepped on my hand.
All right. Knit happy.
Bye.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.